Hey guys, so my name is Leon, and today we're gonna be going over episode 23 of Big Brother 22, aka Big Brother All Stars. With that being said, let's just get right into the episode. So the episode starts off with obviously we know Devon got evicted um by 5-2 vote. So the two that voted for Devon to stay were obviously Danny and Nicole, and then there was a segment of both Danny and Nicole talking to each other. Danny points to Nicole. Well, I don't think Danny points to Nicole, but anyways, Danny and Nicole said, "Hey, did you both to keep Devon? Are you lying? You lying? No, you lying?" And it's like they're lying to each other, and it's freaking obvious. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those things. Like I don't know if you heard, but like not heard, but I don't know if you've seen a Spider-Man meme where two Spider-Mans are pointing each other. Oh, you're Spider-Man. Oh, you're Spider-Man. And I feel like we had a few of those moments in this episode. One of the moments with Danny and Nicole, they both were blatantly lying to each other and pretending that, oh, I didn't vote for Devon. And it's like kind of stupid. Just be honest when you look at, or did you like align yourself with each other, whatever. Anyways, point being, this segment, I guess, wanted to show how Devon and, not Devon, Devon's gone, show how Nicole and Danny would turn against each other and slowly, they're not like, oh, they don't like completely hate each other, but they starting to lose trust in each other, and it's kind of interesting. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that plans out. Obviously, the HOH competition hasn't started yet, but but we do see a segment of some of the players wanting to win power this week because they either wanted to stay safe or they want to like keep themselves like with the power so they can make the moves against the Alliance. And even those outside of the core, as Julie Chen points out, the Commission Alliance, though, was supposedly winning the game, which they are, but it is basically Commission Enzo because it's Memphis winning the game, and he's really not. It's Memphis is like Caleb from the Bomb Squad. So essentially, is that. Anyways, so there's a segment before HA's competition starts where Danny is shown to talk to Memphis and say, hey, she's using her power to play in the as have the HOH play in another HOH. Because normally the HOH gets to skip the HOH. They cannot play in one of the HOH competitions that they won, so they have to wait a week. But Danny's power allows the HOH to play again 2 weeks in a row, so she gives that to Memphis. And Memphis plays at HOH, and the HOH competition is kind of interesting. It's like a golf-like competition. So either you can go for power prizes. The prize is $10,000. If two have the same score, then they get to share the prize money, which is $10,000. So if two will win it, they get $5,000, for example. So as you see in the episode, Tyler and Danny win the prize with the same score, so they both win that $5,000 each. And then Cody wins the HOH. And I think that's interesting for him because with Cody winning HOH, he gets to keep the power and he gets to make the obvious nominations up. As you all seen, Kevin and David. So it's gonna be a lot of that. And then once again, Tyler and Danny, kind of like what I mentioned with Danny and Nicole. Tyler and Danny lied to each other. Oh, did you win the prize? Did you win the prize? And they obviously lied to each other, both knowing that they want part of the prize money. But it is what it is, kind of like just before, like with the Spider-Man meme pointing each other. Like, anyways, with that being said, then Cody, a bunch of people in Cody's Alliance talk to Cody. They say, "Hey, Cody, what you doing?" Danny tries to push Cody to nominate to go out to Christmas, and I think it's in his best interest to do so, but at the same time, it's a little bit too early. So then there is opportunity to like say somebody gets backdoored, and Christmas would be a person that could be backdoored, but obviously he has to make the obvious noms, nominating Kevin and David, which I agree with him doing. But also like Nicole and Enzo, like there was a competition between Nicole, Enzo, Danny, and Cody, saying, "Hey, Chris was upset that she didn't win HOH, and Danny trying to push the narrative of Christmas targeting Cody when Nicole Enzo immediately said, nah, um, Danny's not mad at Cody. She's just mad she just lost country to rather than she being mad at Cody for winning it. So there's that. But then Enzo, after when Danny and Nicole talk and Danny tries to push more to Cody to do the Christmas move, Enzo comes in later conversation to Cody to target Christmas down the line, even if it's not this week, because Enzo knows the lines have to go against each other, and it is what it is at that point. But Cody knows this, and it's not that Cody's being manipulated by Danny Enzo. He knows that he cannot keep Christmas alive for longer, and that out of the committee plus Enzo alliance, that Christmas would be one of his first targets. And he even tells Enzo his target list. He says Kevin, then Christmas, then Danny, which I'm not surprised that Danny is one of the first few targets. But Danny is not trustworthy at all, according to people in the game. Anyways, um, Cody talks to multiple people. He talks to Nicole about talking Christmas. Nicole said, nah, it's too early, don't do it. Then he talks to Kevin, and I feel like this conversation with Kevin is pretty interesting. That it goes into like a side mode where Kevin's like, oh, please don't nominate. And Cody tries to soften the blow. Like, hey, you're going to block. It is what it is. And Kevin didn't like it. And I understand where Kevin's coming from. He's been on the block multiple times. Whatever, it is what it is. So, but before we go talking about the nominations, it was a funny segment of David, Nicole, I think with Enzo and a few other people. Enzo's on in the bathroom using the toilet, and then Nicole about to go in there, and David smiles, oh, don't go in there. And then Nicole does listen, goes in there. She sees Enzo get scared. I think that's a decent segment, funny segment, whatever. But uh, with that being said, nominations coming up, and once again we get the Cape, not the Kevin. Well, yeah, Kevin and not Kevin Enzo, Kevin and David get nominated again by Cody this time, and I think you can argue that Cody, it's a bad move for Cody to nominate Kevin and David, but I think that's the best move for Cody because he doesn't want to make enemies. Not even make enemies. You don't want to do the move and break up the committee slash Enzo like right away. To be honest, I feel like you would rather have other people do it, and especially none of the people in the committee plus Enzo is targeting you first. Like even Christmas is not targeting Cody first. Yeah, Cody is a target for her, but she's not. He's not the first target because Chris's first target is Nicole, Danny, and then Cody as the third target. So, I mean, if I'm Cody, those are the fair norms. And yeah, I guess that's the episode. Um, it's gonna get interesting. As I mentioned, not Sunday. As I mentioned, Thursday is gonna be triple vision on Thursday. So I happy to see that three people are getting evicted. And another thing for end, like I thought that Dr. Will would be more involved with this episode, and I'm surprised he really wasn't. Like they didn't use him at all in this episode. But anyways, maybe they're using the Beetle. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and adios. And also please subscribe and like the video. It helps a lot. Thank you.